Alright, so I tried to climb down the face, but it's just too sketchy, so I just went around. It's pretty easy to get down here. Alright, so there's actually back to flat here in this corner. See how we go. Here's level 2. It's pretty cool. So yeah, it's nice to find this hidden section. Kangaroo hopping away. Alright, there, same nearly there, at least halfway. You start to see the sky curvature, which means the gully's coming up, which will be our next creek. So with any luck, if that creek's flowing, all the creeks will flow. They're all roughly the same size and stuff. We're all starting from the same place. So, we'll see. Alright, so we're going to cross a little fire trail. This is marked on Gaia anyway, but it doesn't really go anywhere. And now we are more technically halfway, 670 and 690 each direction, each waterfall. Let's keep going. There will be one more fire trail going to cross, I think. But yeah. It's nice to walk in. It's probably about 13 degrees right now. So, I'm feeling hot because I went up and down the side of the waterfall hill, but definitely not uncomfortable. So it's a great temperature, great time of year to walk. They do close the road. I saw the sign. Shh, I was trying to talk. Goddamn noisy birds. They closed the road past Norfolk further into the park. They said from June to August. I'm guessing because it's winter. But it doesn't rain a lot in winter. Maybe they're just worried it gets more, I don't know. It's not even like it gets frosty. We're 1,000 metres, but I can't really see it being dangerous. Don't know. It's not even a bitumen road, so I mean, you know. Anyway, like I understand if it was raining a lot and the road gets churned up and they close it, that's what they do like other places like in Victoria. In the Otways, they close all the tracks like 9 months of the year through winter and all the rain season, and then for 3 months of summer you're lucky to open them up. They dry out, which is pretty hard because it always gets a lot of water. Anyway, this place, yeah, I don't know the story why they close it, but especially when we're up on a plateau, we're not really doing hill climbs and up and down. Like once you get up here, you're up here. Like the road just goes flat. So anyway, if you know the answer, feel free to comment. Let me know why they close the road. A lot of tree debris. You're going to need a fire through here soon. It's sad to say, but this much crap laying down. Yeah. Yes, animals need homes. I get it. But not all the logs. There's a lot of random branches. They've cut a lot of stuff too, like because they've maintained the trail, which is good. It's probably this much stuff falls down. Maybe it gets a lot of wind, being 1,000 metres. Garcia being super windy out here. You get breezes out this area, but I can't see gale forced ocean wind. Nothing like the Bass Strait of Tassie. Okay, nearly there. Now we're starting to see the gully again. That's going to be our end goal. Wonder if it's going to be any more majestic. Who knows? Like they might advertise that first waterfall because it's the closer one. May not necessarily be the better one, but yeah, we'll find out. I did see one person's video, I think it might have been the one we're going to, and it was dry, so I don't know what time of year they'll hear or what year it was exactly, I don't remember. But yeah, like I said, the other one was flowing, so optimistic they all come off the same plateau. So I don't know if there's been logging here because there's a few big trees that have been cut that aren't necessarily in danger of the path, so I don't know. I don't know the history of the logging. Okay, down we go. We've got 300 metres to go. I'll see you down here. Alright, so we've got Boulder Creek Falls now. We're here. Again, it's going to be super easy to climb down. It's a bit weird because they're calling it Boulder Creek, but yet on my map it's got a different name. I'll double check that in a second, but I know it's different. Whether it's been mapped wrong. Normally Gaia's pretty good. So this track keeps going. I'm not quite sure where it goes, so I have to look at my map again. I think you can do a loop actually to the other campground, I think that's what it is. Yeah, these creeks they're so interesting. There's just like full flat and then full drop and then full flat. Like, alright, there you go. So yeah, I'm tempted to keep trying to follow the bush line and go to the next creek over because this has been fairly easy so far. But yeah, not as big, it's still cool. Let's get a little bit closer, cheek death, there we go. It's about 3/4 the size of the other one. Probably easier to go. That's a bit steeper, but still doable. If I go wide, it'll be alright. I can go either way. That side's less steep, it's got more boulders, so I'd rather just go the tree line and go over. We've got a hexagonic, basically what they call the organ pipe rock, which I believe is scoria. Cool little mini cascade in this one. This other one didn't have it, but they are flowing about the same, so that's okay. It turns out I was actually wrong, like you can't really follow this part of the cliff. It kind of plateaus out, so I'm better off going back to the car. There's another waterfall on the other side, another left turn on the road, and then I'll follow the main road in and then I'll see what other waterfalls I veer off trail for them. We'll get to Tabrolga, which is another main falls. So yeah, I also made full steps. So you make full steps to climb this not even hard hill. You don't want to put those steps to get to the base. Logic. If you can't climb this, you shouldn't be bushwalking. I must climb down for a fire. Alright, so here we are. So yeah, not as impressive, but still alright for what it is. It's nice to see a full organ pipe waterfall. It should be called organ falls, like literally, organ pipe falls. So yeah, my map says Bounty Creek on Gaia and Google, so I don't know why it's calling it Boulder Creek. Anyway, it's strange. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Alright, so looks like there could be a little cascade just downstream, and I'm going to entertain it because there's also a trib that has really steep lines, even steeper than that. To my left, just up here, they'll cut out again, back to the fire trail. So my theory is, go downstream, do a little circuit. I'll go down, find the cascade maybe, hit the trib. If the trib is flowing, go back up the trib, go back out, go back on the trail, same way out. If we get to this trib and it's dry, I'll retrace my steps back up the creek here and cut out up here again. So, may as well just have a little look. I'm not hopeful in the trib, but I figure because it's really close and it's really short, may as well give it a crack. Plus, the cascade could be something okay as a bonus, so at least by walking down here, I'm not just going for the trib. The cascade could be at least reward for the effort. So, either way, we should get one of them, or both, or none. Let's be positive. There's a bit of a faint trail here. This could be animals, this could be just people as well, with the same logic as me, because once you do those two waterfalls, you're like, well, now what, you know? So yeah. Could go either side, I could have jumped on there. Oh well, shit happens. Okay, I'll see you up here once I find something. Alright, so this is our cascade, and you can see, actually a bigger drop than I expected. Some really massive fucking, just strewn off fucking, let's call them boulders, because it's like fucking hell. Our trip's a little bit further on, not too far, so we'll try and find a way down. It's going to be steep on the way, actually, to be honest. Probably to our left is the best bet and try to hope for a way down there. This way is doable, it's just pretty steep. So we'll try left, see if it's any better of an easement. We'll know once we get to that rock outcrop what we can see. It looks, I think, a bit easier, but yeah, we'll suss it out. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll get much flow here. Well, it's kind of all hidden behind this rock, which fucks it up, which is so typical. But yeah, Let's keep going. Now this is cool. So they've named it Boulder Falls, and clearly because it's boulders. Now there was no trail here. I rock tops the creek. There's no trail really discernibly off the side of the hill where, you know, they even tell you to come here. It's not on Gaia, it's not on their parks map. So I think it's just been like a, basically an early once upon a time, used to let people walk in, they decided, nah, let's just hide it because we don't think it's that impressive or too dangerous to climb down. Which is, yeah, crazy. So, I wonder what else are little gems I find like that. I just saw the back of the wooden sign, I was like, what the hell? I thought it was going to say like, you know, no more trail or some bullshit like that, even though there was no trail to begin with, but, that's interesting. I started to cut right, I found like some sort of trail, so I followed it, and it takes me right into here, and check out this cave, holy shit. Now, this is cool. The air is cold here, so I can feel it. Wow, look at that. This should be called Boulder Cave. Boulder Cave Falls. Wonder what lives in there. So, I just want to get a photo of this cave first. It's pretty cool. Very interesting rock formation. So we'll continue on to our trip and see how we have any luck. If not, we'll come back up. Alright, so working my way down the boulder field. It's taken, well, a little bit slower. It's just the way it is. And hopefully this trip has something in it, but who knows. Alright, so I'm out of the boulders. Finally back on the flat creek. And let's get to the trip. So easy to walk on this flat section compared to the fucking landmine disaster back there. Such is life. Alright, so here's our cascades. It's actually 1 and 2 levels. So I might even call this Boundary Creek Cascades. There's another faint trail here, so I feel like someone's gone up the ridge as well to come down and explore this. So again, we're going to try to find a way. You can almost climb down this, but it's a bit sketchy, slippery, but I could probably almost just do it. Maybe. Otherwise, it's a fucking cunt to get down there. The next section might be real hard. It gets real gorgy there. I might not be able to get through that next bit. Might have to go out through here. I want to get to my trip. Interesting. Unless I can go on the side and then cut further around. I can't believe it goes so gorgy right there. There's another cool cave there too. Alright, so I tried to climb down the face, but it's just too sketchy, so I just went around. It's pretty easy to get down here. There's actually 3 levels I see here, not 2. The third one was a bit hidden. But yeah, they're all about the same size, which is cool. Again, I've got to find my way around. I can maybe, looks like from what I saw just before, I could probably climb down maybe the left side here because it's got a bit of a step. I'm lucky that'll work. The next one, if we have some luck, we might be able to get down it. We don't know what, we can't see what's there yet. Look at this weird goo. Like, what? That's rock hard. What the fuck is that? Okay, please comment if you know what the fuck that is. I thought it was like a puddle of weird water. Is that rock? That's rock. That blows my mind. It must be the same here, whatever these veins are. Wow, that's so bizarre. Little cave up there. There's someone who tries to climb in there. From the top and he comes down. Here's level 2. It's pretty cool. So yeah, it's nice to find these hidden sections. And let's have a look at level 3. If there's a way down. Oh yeah, easy. I was worried it was going to get gorgy. So we'll get through that. Go in the corner and our trip will be coming up the other side of this other side. The other side of where the spur is. If the trip ends up being dry, we'll go back up the spur to get out. Fucking brilliant. Alright, so there's level 3. back to flat here in this corner and see how we go. Alright, so we got to our trib, and you can see here, tiny puddle of water, but she's fucking dry. That's cool. We're going to go straight up the spur to our left. We'll hit a fire trail. It'll join us back out to where we need to be. So cool, wasn't a waste. We found Boulder Falls, which we didn't even know we were looking for. And then my own 3-level cascade below that. So pretty stoked. And there's even a phone trail here, whether it's animals or someone's done the same thing as me and cut in or out this way. Either way, let's go up to the track. See he's up there. Okay, so I've climbed up, slight angle away from the creek. We went up on this little plateau. It's actually a false. Where's the kangaroo again? Hello, little wallaby. It's a false top. We've got another little level there, but it kind of, as you see, flattens off. So the road's straight in front of us. So we're just going to cut kind of around it, but not over it. Just as long as we go straight, we'll get there. Easy. Okay, so I'm up on the other plateau section. Road's going to be fucking real close. I'm not seeing it yet. Oi. Wow, look at that deer. That's wicked. I really do have deer. Lucky I have my camera out right then. That's awesome. Hi and bye, buddy. So deer like, oh, fuck's sake. Literally just tripped into a stick trying to look at the deer. Classic Mark. That didn't scare him, nothing would. I was going to say deer like colder climates, obviously this altitude serves them well. Alright, so I was right near it. I was like 5 meters away, and you kind of hit this flat bit, and then checked the map and it was like, yep, you're on the fire trail. That's why it's not super obvious. Alright, so this will take us back to the top of Hills Falls, and we'll traipse the same way out. So I'll make the next section of waterfalls in a separate video, so this is not too long. People always whinge about the length of videos, so check in the next one. If you liked the video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, hit notification bell to get notified of all the newest adventures. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.